Hey everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at the big, huge updated Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, the Zamperla Giant Discovery, coming to 6.5 Discovery Kingdom. As you can see right here off to my right, the road or the pedestrian pathway that leads to the front of the park was recently pushed out, and we have some temporary fencing here off to the right, and we have a bulldozer up there, and that's about mostly what you can see from there. But we got some photos. There's a new fence out to the left, and we have this big shipping container or area for debris and things like that right there. Most likely everything's going to get washed off, such as tools and other construction equipment. And they've been doing a lot of work really recently. It's been taking place really rapidly. They've done this in about the course of maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. So they've definitely gotten things moving along. The ride actually has arrived a while ago. It's been sitting in the parking lot for about a month now. A little bit under a month. And you can see some of the drills off to the left right there. Those are some of the drill bits. And we have a cherry picker, orange, and 2 bulldozers. And then we have a bunch of excess dirt, most likely what the drill is picking up when it's digging for footers. Again, with that new fence right there. And then you can see a better view. Over here we have a bunch of, well, I mean, obviously there's clearly work going on right here. Earlier we saw that they did actually do some drilling. So you can see the drill bits right there. Right there in the center. Got some forklifts, or not forklifts, cherry pickers. Got bulldozer over there, and yeah, they actually did push out the path a bit. So I guess they most likely will be using that. Be interesting to see how they, orchestrate the buses going back and forth, or the trams going back and forth, for people in general. So yeah, they are really moving along, and this all started like in just under like a week. It's only been a week, and they've already just done this. It was like, okay, we got the bus, let's go. Yeah. This is going down the truck right there. We do also have some markers, so I'll go buy those. Okay, so actually, I just got off the Superman on Soundcloud right there, as you can see. And the one thing I did notice is there actually are footers, or areas for footers, for Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, the Zamperla Giant Discovery, that are actually already in place, or at least appear to be in place from what I saw. So like I mentioned earlier, there are markers right here. There's the proposed excavation in white, and electrical in red. There it is, right here. And we also do have a new gate. I'm not exactly sure if that's the right gate, but it does have construction on it, so I'm going to presume that it's most likely new. Over here we have an area, or a bin, or I have no idea what. And we do already have some footers, or what appears to be footers, already placed. You can see the rebar sort of in there. It's going to be a little hard to see. But there's rebar right there, and there's another one there. And that is not footage for the actual ride. That would be the post. Actually, this is a footer right there. That is a footer, or an area for a footer, right there. As you can see some of the rebar where they're going to be pouring concrete. Now if we go through and look on the other opposite side, it's a little bit hard to see, but there is indeed another footer right there. I can't exactly tell if that's water. It does look like concrete, so I'm going to presume that that is concrete. It is a little bit liquidy, so who honestly knows? But yeah, that's another bit of progress on the Lasso of Truth. And like I mentioned, the smaller footers that I showed first, those I believe, if I'm not mistaken, are for the sign. The sign that will be for the benches. But yes, it says hard hat area, authorized personnel only, Christian area, authorized personnel only. So yeah, it's definitely most likely that fence was put there for construction. And yeah. Like I said earlier, there are some footers, there's a survey marker, and there's more. So right here in this nice aerial photo taken by the park from the skyscraper, you can see a lot of the construction area right here, a little bit less. You can move to the left side towards Superman Ultimate Flight, the premier Skyrocket 2. And I've highlighted it in white with a little arrow saying that these are the footers. So the area where the guy in yellow is standing, that's a large footer, and I'll get to that later. And then a little bit underneath, it was covered up a little bit, but I'll try to get a good view of it if I can. There was another footer because these rides are a little bit more rectangular in terms of their footprint, so they're a little bit longer going with how far they swing. So on the axis that they swing, their footprint's a little bit longer, and width-wise, they're not the same like square design that you would see on a Hoos regular frisbee, like a Tasmanian Devil. It's a little bit down the road inside the park, and so yeah, these are a little bit different, and they have different footing and different footprint, as I mentioned, and they seem to be really getting along with this. They might even start placing the ride, or at least bringing some of the parts over, and probably in the next week. I mean, they're closed from Monday to Friday. They're only open Saturdays and Sundays, I believe. And so they have that entire 5 days to do whatever they need to do. And as I've shown in the past, they get a lot done in about a week, because this was all done pretty recently, as I mentioned earlier. So now I'll get back to me explaining to you the video. Earlier in the video, I did actually mention that there were some painted survey markers around the park. Now there are some painted survey markers around Wonderland Lasso of Truth in the area it's going into, but there are some other survey markers around some other parts of the park nearby. So if you'd like to find out where they are and what they could actually mean for the future of the park in 2018, go ahead and check out that video in the upper right hand corner by clicking the little eye and going straight to that video as well. We'll be covering more of this as it develops, so make sure to subscribe down below, turn your notifications on with that bell right there next to the subscribe button, and follow us on Instagram at ghosttown_labs. We will see our latest photos of all the happenings of Six Flags Discovery Kingdom as well as other parks. So we hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.